Alrighty, we are back with day 13 of Coffee Talk. Shit just keeps happening, and I really hope it's not fucking... Ugh. Please rate on private Coachella afterparties, biggest drug and sex-related bust of the year. Alright. Fight broke out during Coachella, culprits in police custody. Despite the arrest, Coachella will go on. Whew. Man. Yeah, I mean... When there was like, oh yeah, you know, there's an after party. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Oh hey, Freya. Also, I realized I did not read yesterday's story, so we're stopping everything now to read yesterday's and today's. But first we're checking Toma to chill. Toma to chill. Alright, who updated? Hendry, are you okay? Let's see, 23rd May, music enthusiast or farmer. Favorite things are family and music. Trying to do a better father while running a record store. Or trying to be a better father. Trying to do a better father while running a record store. I mean, if he wants to do that, obviously I'm going to support him. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, there's the part 3! Oh, alright, guys. I'm sorry. It's going to be a longer episode. I gotta read all this. It doesn't happen the next time Romeo and Juliet meet. When Romeo sees her, he knows something isn't right. After that, each time he sees her, he feels uncomfortable. Almost afraid. Our hero isn't scared of much, but he can't explain how she makes him feel, as though she's surrounded by a fierce, powerful aura that keeps him from approaching. It takes a few days for whatever it is to fade, and that sense of danger finally eases up. Romeo finds he has the courage to approach her. Cunningly, he waits until the end of a night class, and both of them are ready to go home. Hey, Jules, are you heading back? Let me drive you home. No, it's fine. I'll just call an Uber. I have something I need to tell you, though. Her expression quickly changes to one Romeo's never before seen. An uncomfortable-looking mixture between happy, sad, and angry. He finds he doesn't know what to call it. She peers at him. What's it about? It's about, the thing I told you a few months ago. The slight smile he saw when he first confessed his feelings returns to her face. Okay, let's go for a drive. I know a good place to talk. Juliet directs Romeo sporadically. Did I say words? Did I say words? Juliet directs Romeo sporadically, and they chat normally to fill the intervening time until they reach what she reveals to be their destination. A large, dark, empty park. Oh god, is she gonna kill him? Huh, I didn't know there was a park around here. You know nothing, Romeo. Hey, what? You said you don't read or watch Game of Thrones. She side-eyes him. It's all over the internet, my dude. Good point, well made. Our heroes climb over the locked gate and meander slowly along the paths until they find a bench, and an unspoken decision has them both sit down at the same time. By this point, it's close to midnight. The drive had been long, and he'd driven slower than usual to stretch out their time together. The sky is bright with stars, while the full moon hangs heavy on the horizon. A warm and gentle breeze brings with it the scent of wet earth and green, growing things. I pause awkwardly for that, and far distant clouds tease them with the idea of rain before morning. It is, Romeo feels, perfect, as though God had created it especially for them, at this moment. So, says Juliet, lowering her gaze from the milky splash of stars above them to meet his eyes. What do you want to talk to me about? And Romeo thinks, what the hell? And jumps right in. Or, what the hell? And jumps right in. I told you I liked you. Do you remember? Yes. It was a lie. Her eyes narrow. What do you mean? Oh, careful, dear Romeo. You should not play with a woman's heart. I still like you. I never stopped liking you. And every day I like you more, and I don't think I can go another day without telling you how I feel. Oh, I know. His jaw snaps shut and he blinks rapidly. This is not what he thought she would say. What? Is it that obvious? No. But it was kind of easy to guess. Ah, okay. So, yeah, there's that... And? When I first told you how I felt, I thought it would help me clear my head. I wanted it to. But since then, it's haunted me. Why did I want that? I think of you and I want to see you. I see you and I want to talk to you. He continues, laying bare all the things he's been thinking of these past few weeks, culminating in an impassioned plea. I know it probably won't end well, but I want to be with you. I want us to try. Juliet takes his hand and squeezes it, feels the tremble in his fingers and says nothing about it. Romeo, I like you, she begins, and his heart near bursts. I like you a lot, and not only as a friend, but you know that with our backgrounds and our families, it's impossible for us to be together. I know that, Juliet. I know, but I really like spending time with you. Whenever I talk to you, I feel so happy and so scared. Why would you feel scared? Because I don't want to say anything that'll make you think less of me. I want to look perfect in front of you, even though whenever we're together, it feels like I can only show all of my imperfections. Hey, nobody's perfect. They sit quietly for a moment, still holding hands. Romeo stares at their intertwined fingers, while Juliet watches the breeze ripple through the trees. It still feels weird, our heroine muses. God, I'm still thinking about Hendry, I hope he's okay. Almost to herself. You told me that you liked me, and I thought, it can never work. And then you said the same, and I was disappointed somehow. And now here you are telling me to forget about the rules, and I'm the one saying they're important. No, tell me about it. I don't even know where this is all coming from. You don't like what I like, and I don't like what you like, and please don't get me started on the fact that your favorite book is the single worst thing I've ever read. Huh? You mean The Secret? Yes. Oh god, please, let's not talk about her now, okay? She tilts her head back and laughs, and Romeo remembers that he used to hate that sound a long time ago. Okay, let's not talk about it. But if you know that a relationship won't go well, why do you keep telling me how you feel? Why don't you just try to forget me? I've tried, but I'm still going to school with you. He sighs, squeezing her hand gently. But every conversation with you is enough to make me remember that you mean so much to me. You don't listen to explosions in the sky, but you're what I think of whenever I do. You don't play video games as much as me, but you on my team is what I want the most whenever I play a multiplayer game. You pray to different gods, but your face is the one that appears whenever I pray for a good future. Oh, listen to him being Romeo romantic. Juliet doesn't say anything. He just looks into his eyes while listening to everything he's been keeping in his head and his heart for a long time. Before this, I always thought that when I fell in love with someone, it would be a person that I wanted to grow old with. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But do I want to be with you? Here in this moment, stuck in eternal limbo, in an infinite loop of this exact hour forever? Hell yeah, I do. Neither Romeo nor Juliet speak for some time after that. They just keep staring at each other. They don't know what it is, but they surely feel something strange. Something magical is happening between them now. A delicate thing which twists in the air around them, young and oh so fragile. Do you love me? Juliet asks quietly. I'm not sure, Romeo answers. But if it's not love, then I don't know what is. But if it is love, why don't you want to grow old with me? Because it is just love. You're such a weirdo. I don't know why I ever fell in love with you, says Juliet. Right at that moment, Romeo feels joy in his heart, a tsunami of happiness sweeping through his body, destroying all the baggage that has been messing with his head and heart for so many months. But then reality hits as suddenly as the joy. Everything happens in a single instant. In just one moment, Romeo feels the greatest happiness and the greatest sadness he's ever felt in his life. Hey, I might not be worth you sacrificing everything, especially your family. But if love is really that special, then maybe it will give us another chance to be together. Even though maybe it can only happen in another life when we are both cats, says Romeo. Did you just quote Vanilla Sky at me? I can't believe you did that. That's hilarious that you said that. You know I hate that movie? It's a great movie. How the hell did I manage to fall in love with you again? Both of them start to laugh together, continuing until all the laughter drains into simple smiles. A simple, beautiful curve in their lips that shows a deeper meaning, only for the two of them. I love you, says Romeo. I love you too. I guess, answers Juliet. They sit closer now while holding hands. Juliet puts her head on Romeo's shoulder. Is it worth it? She asks. For now, right at this moment, it's totally worth it. But whether that feeling will last as time goes by, as more people find out about it, I don't know. Juliet sighs quietly. Life sucks sometimes. Life sucks most of the time. That's why I want to make this moment last forever, if that's even possible. It's possible if we believe it. Is that what that weird book taught you? Laughs Romeo. Shut up, Juliet answers and pinches his hand. They stay silent again for a while. Hey, kiss me. The words come from Juliet. Romeo doesn't really know how to react to that. Why? He asks. I've heard people say that a kiss is a magical thing. It can stop time or take you to the future in an instant. I've heard that story. I always thought it was silly, though. The situation we're stuck in is pretty silly, too, you know. Good point, he allows. Well made. So... They stare at each other. As they lean in, they close their eyes. When their lips touch for the first time, it's the strangest sensation either of them has ever felt. Everything feels so magical. Feels as if time has stopped, only for them. As if they're in an infinite loop of that exact moment. Alright, that was part 2. So here's part 3. Oh. Romeo comes awake with a gasp. his mind already whirling as he tries to make sense of what's happening. Was it just a dream, he thinks? Please forgive him, dear readers, he's barely awake. He has no idea how or when he got home, but he's still wearing yesterday's clothes, and he experiences the unwashed, uncomfortable feeling that comes with waking after falling asleep fully dressed. Then he remembers... Juliet! What happened to her? He rifles through blankets and pockets till he finds his cell phone and immediately fires off a message to her. He won't admit it. He'll barely remember it through the haze of panic. But he spends the next 14 minutes and 10 seconds staring fixedly at it until it vibrates in his hand and he drops it to the floor. Romeo! Juliet's voice is muffled by the carpet, but he doesn't think he's ever been so relieved to hear it. Where are you? Are you alright? I'm fine. What about you? I'm okay. We need to talk. Something's definitely different. Romeo opens his mouth to agree before he even realizes how he feels. He's been so weighted down by his feelings for so long that he hadn't noticed that something changed until Juliet brought it up. Waking up has been bad for so long, but today he feels different. Today he feels good. When Romeo arrives at the coffee shop, Juliet is already there. I was wondering when the thing was gonna get fucking weird. Juliet is already there. She waits while he orders an Americano, patiently sipping her orange juice until he joins her. So, Romeo says as he seats himself opposite Juliet. What happened last night? She shrugs, shakes her head, the picture of honest confusion. I'm not sure, but I felt kind of light when I woke up this morning. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. I feel like a part of me is missing. She nods in agreement, and they're quiet for a time. Juliet plays with her straw, the paper melting quickly in the icy remnants of her drink. Do you... She trails off and tries again. Do you actually remember what happened last night? Kind of. Romeo frowns and grimaces. I'm not sure, though. How do you feel about me now? Asks Juliet. He pauses to consider. I don't know. I still like you. A lot, in fact. But it's certainly a different kind of feeling to the last few months. That's exactly how I feel. He sighs explosively. What the hell happened? Juliet leans in, holds his gaze, lowers her voice. I'm not sure myself, but I have this theory. Maybe, and I know it sounds wild, but hear me out. Just maybe, parts of us that fell in love with the others somehow left us last night. They separated themselves from this world, making their own where time loops an exact moment over and over and over again. Romeo looks her in the eye without blinking for a long moment, then bursts out laughing. You're a complete madwoman, you know that? That's just... You're not even the one who likes sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, shut it, boyo. She huffs at him and crosses her arms as she leans back. No, seriously. He waves a hand at her. The fact that theory came out of your mouth is crazier than the theory itself. Her lip twitches, and then she's laughing with him. And for a glorious moment, the air is filled with pure and uncomplicated good humor. When the laughter winds down, they each find that they can't stop grinning at the other. And it's beautiful, and just like it used to be. A thought occurs to Romeo, and he opens his mouth, and Juliet immediately points a finger at him. Shut up. He closes his mouth, but keeps grinning, hands held up in surrender. You can't say it isn't possible, though, she defends herself with a wry shrug. Romeo tilts his head. Nothing is impossible. So, what now? What now what? I mean, what happens to us now? He looks around and shrugs. We just, live normally, I guess. It's been months, if not eons, since I could talk to you normally like this, and honestly, it feels awesome. She laughs, and it's so much easier than it has been in a long time. Yeah, I know. She smiles at him. So, we're good then? We're better than good, I guess, answers Romeo. Good point, Juliet nods. Well made. After that, life goes on for Romeo and Juliet. They're still good friends. They both found their loves, the one who shares their interests, doesn't force them to sacrifice too many things in life, yet still makes them feel like the happiest person on earth. They grow old together, as good friends, not as lovers. And what about the Romeo and Juliet who burn with love for each other? Readers, I'll tell you. That couple is still sitting on their bench in the park on that clear and perfect night, and they'll stay there until the end of time. They've created their own world without other people meddling, judging, forcing compromises. For the rest of eternity, they'll have each other and their pure, naive young love, and nothing will ever change that. Some people say that, on a clear night with the promise of dawn rain, when the Milky Way flows across the sky and the full moon hangs low, you can see a young couple sitting on a bench in the park. But only out of the corner of your eye, and only if you've room for romance in your soul. Is it true, you ask me? Does it matter, I reply. Surely, it doesn't matter to anyone else on Earth. And it certainly doesn't matter to them. You know, I actually enjoyed that story. That was an interesting concept. Like, okay, I say that as if the other ones weren't enjoyable, but that one was enjoyable on a slightly more serious note, you know? And I wonder if that reflects how Freya has been, like, coming along as a writer, like, and how her draft has been going along. Like, she's been thinking more clearly, and it hasn't been completely forced, like some of the other stories. Some of the other semi-abysmal stories. Anyway, welcome! Hey, Pop. Good evening, everyone. Everyone's safe and sound tonight? Yeah, so far so good, officer. With the cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in a coffee shop, I'm not so sure about that. Hey, I'm working right now. I just love multitasking, you know? That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Dragon, I really need an espresso to keep you awake tonight. Alright, espresso. Espresso. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on his patrol. You and your sense of humor. Your espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine and my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. Ha! It is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe, though. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. And some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience. To use my story. Still fretting over your story, eh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh, yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck, then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case, I spoke to Gala about it. What? Are you going to arrest him? Some officers at the precinct were talking, but... Sorry, I burped from the espresso, but in the end, we agreed not to do it. Because he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital, and some other people in the area. Without him, we'd have had a lot more problems. He helped a lot, getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. So those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Whew. I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what fucking happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far, but you wouldn't be able to walk it. Not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Rachel! Rachel! Rachel, is Mr. Hendry all right? Before that, could I have a cup of hot chocolate? Dark? That's chocolate, right? Chocolate. Brew. Go away, Mom. Here you go. Your hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. That's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon. Thanks, Mr. Gala. You got a father and daughter achievement. Oh, it's so cute. It's got the picture from Hendry's profile. Hold on. It's got this picture in the achievement. God, that's so cute. Wait. Rachel upgraded. Okay. Or updated. Let's see. Hi there, I'm Rachel from Lanity Anime. You've seen me on your screen singing, dancing, or modeling, working on a new album, especially for you right now. Love my family, cats, milk, and you! I've been dancing, singing, and trying to achieve my dreams since I was 13, and I'm not stopping now. Yeah, you get it, Rachel. Carefully. Be careful. he got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. He's doing okay then? It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about. Oof, that's good to hear. I know, but still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him, when all he wanted to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense, but is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment, and I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really needed to get away for a bit, so I told Dad I'm gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. He's okay with that? He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what really happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. I heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. He didn't like that, of course, so he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? So people wouldn't see what his human form looked like, and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify, and they managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No, it's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Oh boy. The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa, how did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys and locker room talk, right? Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. And I was the topic of discussion. Ugh. So there's that. I'm sorry to hear that. And you're right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for... Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear about it. Hear about something coming from Freya. But she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Dragon. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Yeah, this is the weekend that Aqua and her friend are like on the vacation thing too. Whew. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. But overall, things are still safe around here. But even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, Officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. Okay then, see you. Are you going to leave as well, Freya? I don't think so. I've had enough rest. And I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never have existed without this place. And you. So, thank you. The pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat. I've got a book to finish. No problem, boss. Damn. Ooh, black lemon. Perfect if unlikely combination of sour and bitter. I don't want to make that now. It's got citrus in it, obviously. Whew. Man, okay. I'm glad to hear he's doing okay. 2 weeks later? Whoa! Hey! Wait a second. What do you mean 2 weeks later? What the hell happened? Alright, well, I guess there's a time skip. Do I keep playing? Do I stop? You know, if it's a shorter episode next time, it's fine. It's whatever. It's cool. But like, what fucking a 2 week time skip? Maybe it's until Mr. Hendry gets better. Or maybe it's so it gives enough time that Hyde can come back, because I feel like there's more for those storylines that haven't been resolved. So, you know. I didn't get a special little cutscene for anything other than the couple that got back together, so. Whew. Yeah, this has been a fucking ride.